This is the Doctor continuing the Season 13 playthrough. Couple editor's note before we continue with the series. I know that in the early game some of these battles are rather short, like the last episode with the webnecks. But my goal is to record the first time I fight like every type of enemy. If we run into 8 more webnecks, I'm not going to bother recording that. I know some of you want longer videos. Maybe in the next series I'll try like not cutting anything, and you can watch me like stay on the screen for 20 minutes where nothing happens if that's what you want. People have voted for Eat Frites of all strange things. But yeah, let's just try this new format for a while, so that among other things I don't get burned out. I am playing like all these other games right now that they just need to get out of early access. So I don't want to play too much Battle Rudders and core like 8 episodes a day. Like, I'm just going to get tired of doing that. Whereas this new format has kept me more engaged. Alright, on with the show. So, in the last part of our saga, Nightworg took command of the brothers and fought a bunch of brigands. He didn't do as well as I did, but that's okay, Nightworg. You're a smart guy. You're going to keep learning. And in the future, you will do better. But we have an upcoming fight against some brigands who have fortified themselves on top of a ruined fortress on a hill. So they are in a very, very defensible location. This will not be a simple battle, especially if they have archers. Archers on a hill are extremely dangerous. I know Aya, Seal, and Rippy, you'd be like, archers, cowards. Well, we're in the South, okay? This land is full of scrawny cowards. But those cowards with crossbows are very dangerous. I know, you haven't even seen a crossbow. You don't know what that contraption is. I assure you, it will hurt you, Rippy. I assure you of that. So I'm going to take a cautious approach. We're going to put all of our men with shields on the front so they can deflect those bolts. And as soon as the lines engage, I want my veterans to jump in there and really let the brigands have it. And Apple and Nightworg will provide support with nets, trapping some of their more dangerous enemies. So let's go take care of these brigands. There are 8 of them. We are pretty quick, but it's hard to tell exactly what the brigands are. We can't even see them because they have the high ground. Many of our men have started confident, like Rippy, Nightworg, and Sergey. That is promising. Notice, men, that there is a hill nearby. We should climb the hill so that we are on similar terrain to the brigands. And why don't we climb the hill in a bit more of a circuitous fashion? Let's see if they have any archers. So we might as well see what they do. As expected, they do in fact have an archer or two. They have at least one man with a bow, but does not look like a particularly dangerous bow. Nevertheless, we have no armor, so even a little bow can be dangerous. Ooh, look at this brigand raider here. This raider with chainmail, metal armor. Not a single one of our brothers have such good-looking equipment. So we need to get that. What else they got? They got a couple thugs. All right, let's climb the hill, men. Nightworg, get the men moving. As if to prove my point, that brigand with the bow shot Van Thorn and pierced his arm. Perhaps, Nightworg, we could have ordered the men to fall back much further. And he could have avoided that injury. After our men climbed the hill, the brigands refused to move, so Nightworg's just going to chuck some rocks at them. Oh, right in the noggin of that poacher. He's got a severe concussion. He's dazed. He doesn't know what's going on. Let's see if the Brigands respond to Nightworg's professionalism. Oh, looks like they don't like getting knocked in the noggin. All right, well, this opens up opportunities. Let's see what they do. Brigands continue to rush our position. We don't know what that poacher is going to do, but he is dazed and concussed. He is no longer a threat. So Nightworg, why don't you try bonking this clown with the flail? Get him! Alright, no such luck this time. That's okay, Nightworg. Wow, that poacher, despite having his being concussed, still managed to hit low settings in the head. Fortunately, his straw hat protected him from the archer's from the arrow's full impact. But can you imagine if low settings didn't have a helmet? That would be unfortunate. A lesser commander might order his men to take the edges, but the Brigands are not complete fools. They know they don't want to fight at a disadvantage, but to go one step beyond the basic strategy, we can allow the Brigands to come up, and they will be stuck in a bad position where our men will make quick work of them. Alright, the Raider of the Chain Armor is coming up. That was very promising. Wow, one of these Brigands have got themselves into a bad position. I think this changes our strategy. This makes me want to run Aya up. Good job, and cut his artery with the axe. Well done, buddy. We will simply wait for them to come to us. Why rush things? Rippy. Crush the thug execution. Yes. There is no reason to go quick. Oh, the thugs are not complete morons. This one with the pickaxe is going to get up and swing at Seal Norman, but not too concerned about that. Nightworg, why don't you get this one with the flail? Oh, right in the head. This is your first kill, buddy. First kill of the campaign. I know you're a monk, but you're with the brothers now. You're with the Varangian Guard, and you don't get to be a pacifist. Not like in your old life. Brigand with the pickaxe runs up and swings away at Seal with a shockingly good hit chance. The poacher shoots another bolt at low settings, but misses. Fails to accomplish much. It's hard to tell where this Brigand Raider is gonna go, but they are not fools. Seal. 83%. These numbers, I do not believe in numbers like that. Seal, good job with your hit. Notice how fatigued this Brigand is. But this thug I believe, will come up and try to gang up on you. Nevertheless, I don't think you need to go quick just yet. Tim, why don't you just wait? Yep, that brigand did exactly what we anticipated, and Sergey is going to swing away at the thug, cutting his arm. And low settings will stay put. We'll see what the brigands decide to do. Ooh, stabs Aya. That is irritating. Von Seidlitz, you might be able to do something. But not just yet. Van Thorn, why don't you wait? Tim, everybody wait. Let's see what the brigands decide to do. Alright, Seal, get the one with the sword. Get him. You might be in a little trouble, buddy. Should be able to go ahead of them. Alright, that's good. Sergey, cut one of the thugs down. And why don't you bump this? Oh, this raider with the spear manages to avoid the hit. I can see that Seal could be in a bit of trouble. That was perhaps not my finest tactic. %39% chance, but no. Let's step Nightworg back here and hit the thug with the sword. Miss. Seal, good job! Oh my gosh, Seal is a professional. Managed to dodge those 2 hits. Alright, Aya. Cut down this brigand thug. He's got a split hand, he's got a cut artery, he is fleeing like a coward. Alright, these brigands are in some trouble now. Apple, why don't you come down? No, why don't you go the other way? Try to get at that archer. Same with low settings. Von Seidlitz. No, Von Seidlitz is a little too valuable. We've got other plans for him. So just wait. Go ahead and start moving Van Thorn around. We can move Tim down here, but I'm not convinced that's the proper thing to do just yet. Now, Rippy could just kill this thug while he's escaping, but I do not believe that is necessary. Why don't you switch to your dagger and get ready for some fun. Let's see what this raider does. He defends himself and stabs Aya in the head, but Aya is tough. He can take it. Tim, why don't you wait? Low settings just realized that he needs to be a bit careful. He's actually going to take a step back of all crazy things. Ah, yes, indeed. This particular thug wants to gang up on those settings. That could be some danger there. We need to get Van Thorn up, stab away. Ooh, despite your injured arm, you still managed to hit him. Get ready to go quick. Seal, bonk that thug. Oh, you can't seem to kill him, Seal. Got a broken nose and everything. All right, Sergey, knock the raider down, and then come down. Get ready. Seal finally getting hit, and the brigand decides to riposte. Nightworg, chuck your rocks at this thug. Good job. Double hit. Archer, of course, cannot hit anything. And Rippy cuts down a fleeing brigand. Alright. Onsailets, I think now is your chance to shine. That thug is in a bad position. Apple, get on this thug. Tim, get ready. Low settings. Ooh, stab that moron right in the head, destroying his scarf and killing him. Alright. Men are getting ready to get that mail armor. And Thorn, why don't you get into position? Surround this thug. He's broken. He's terrified of us. Move up on the other one. There's no reason to stab yet, Vonse. Let's just defend yourself. Get everybody around that poacher. Alright, Tim. Come down, swing away at the poacher, kill him, and get confident, buddy. Get confident. This raider is stuck in the pit. And we will send Sergey down to have some fun with him. Oh, Sergey doesn't have a dagger. Never mind. We're going to send... not sure who we're going to send. But this... Overall, this battle went as well as can be expected. Maybe we do send Sergey in just to surround this brigand and really put him to the test. Tim has a dagger. Tim could do it. All right. This is our opportunity. And then wait for the raider to attack. And now that he is almost exhausted, we're going to go in. Start attacking. Ooh, Rippy. Get him right in the shoulder with your knife. Von Sadlitz, get him. You know what, Sergey, why don't you go down and just provide support to the rest of the brothers. Alright, Rippy, keep going. Yes, pierce his hand. You didn't quite execute him, but you almost executed him. Setting up Aya for the kill. Well done, everyone. I have to say, Van Thorn, you took a hit there from that poacher. He injured your arm. But that could have been avoided if the men fell back in a more cunning fashion. So something to keep in mind in the next time that we assault a fort. Nightworg, great job with the staff. He's definitely MVP this battle. Not a surprise, as he is a very smart individual. By far the smartest of this lot, that's for sure. And we did, in fact, get the mail shirt from the raider, but fortunately we did not get his shiny helmet. We're going to have to find more of these enemies and get their armor. Who deserves the mail armor? That is the question. Perhaps Sergey, in fact. But we can decide that later. We also picked up a nice spear. It's always nice to have an upgraded weapon. So, time to head back to town and get paid. Merchants of Gelbsad are happy that we managed to kill the brigands. And best of all, we can purchase some tools for a reasonable price. Yeah. Our food situation is looking good. And the prices in this town are still quite reasonable. But I don't believe there's any other gear that we want. We could deliver some cargo to Tetlingen, but I do not believe that would be very profitable. After we do that, what do we do, right? We could head south into the desert. It is a dangerous land, but there could be opportunity to profit through trade. After some discussion among the men, it turns out Aya, Sio, and Rippy, none of them want this patched mail shirt because they are proud barbarians. And to convince them to switch to a better armor, you know, we gotta give them a full package, mail shirt and metal helmet. We can't go halvesies on this. Like, look at this. Sio would be offended by this look. So for now, Tim, the shepherd, will take it. He's not particularly picky about these sort of things. And I don't think there is too much else to do here. We've purchased some more provisions in preparation for going south into the desert. Speaking of going to the desert, why don't we... oh, something is going on while marching down the road. You find a man with a broken cart by the side of the path. By the wagon, there's a donkey standing idle and as defeated as a donkey can look. The trader looks a little better than that, and your appearance seems to have scared him. He rears up, backing away momentarily. Have you come to take my things? If so, you needn't kill me. Take what you want. You heard him, men! Take everything from the cart! We don't have to kill him. This isn't like the north. We're in civilized lands here. Just looting it without killing is fine. We'll have another opportunity to satiate your bloodlust, Rippy. Gain some bread, and our renown is still fine, and none of the towns are unduly hostile towards us. Now we have plenty of provisions for the desert. We're just gonna go straight south from Gelbstad before going on to the road, just to see if there's perhaps a small camp of nomads or some other location that we might be able to plunder, but that does not look very promising. So in that case, why don't we head back towards the road? We don't want to stay in the desert for too long. You never know what sort of monsters might show up. Oh, and we are already very close to the first southern city-state. This area is protected by gunners and conscripts. They've got these implements that shoot fire, men. Perhaps one day we will have such weapons of war. We saw a couple of hyenas, but they are far off in the desert, and this is not the best opportunity to chase them. Let's see what the city-state has for us. There are a number of contracts, slave revolt, they're rebuilding. Oh, there's a thief here. We could get our first southerner as a recruit. Price for tools is reasonable, but there's not too much of interest, probably due to that slave revolt. Trade goods are a little expensive. Ooh, there is an arena. Let's see what sort of opportunity we might have. This is a place where you can fight the all manners of beasts and men for profit. Sounds like something Aya, Sio, and Rippy would love to take a part of. Spiders. There are 4 spiders. We will indeed slaughter them like lambs. For 500 crowns. That is a good deal. It is no surprise that Aya, Sio, and Rippy are clamoring to join the arena to battle these webnecks. We've already fought these spiders before. But Aya will use his traditional weapon. However, Sio and Rippy are going to use a spear and a sword. These spiders, they are vulnerable to slashing and piercing attacks. So we want to use weapons that are easier to hit with. I know these are not your traditional implements of war, But we gotta be flexible, okay? If there's one thing you gotta learn about the arena, it's that you can't go in without preparation. So now that we are ready, why don't we go and give the crowd something to cheer for? Look at all these Southerners. Wow, look at their clothes. So incredible. Members of nobility are here. Commoners are here. Look at these golden helmets. This is a profitable town. There's a lot of work we can get here. Let's just let the spiders keep coming. There's no reason for us to do anything else. Alright, Aya, get him! Aya, in his first 2 attacks, cut down one of the spiders already. Seal. Oh, almost, but not quite. They're almost dead, though. Rippy, get it. And you miss your second attack. There's only 2 spiders left against 3 of us. That should not be a problem. In fact, Rippy, why don't you go quick? Oh, so good. Executed a second spider. Well done, buddy. Now, Aya got netted by this silly webneck, but Seal broke him out, and Aya counterattacks, chopping its head off in a grand finale for the crowds, who cheer us with wild abandon. They are impressed by the Northmen, that is for sure. We are all now pit fighters. Well done, everyone. 500 crowns, the easiest money you will ever make in your life. You've earned that reward. Let's see what other opportunities are available in this town. They've got an alchemist, but these potions are very expensive. So I don't know if we can afford any of this just yet, men. We've got a weaponsmith, but there's very little there for us to get. And a temple, but we don't really need a temple. I suppose Van Thorn could have his injury treated, but for 100 crowns, we could do something else with that money. Van Thorn, you gotta toughen up, buddy. You're like a new recruit. Puny injury like that shouldn't phase you at all. All right, there are some beasts. Might be able to take care of these beasts. What else you got? Indebted. That could be a good opportunity. The Indebted have overtaken their masters at the Die Maker. Could be a good opportunity. And what else? Caravan to Himmelsdorf. 2 days to northwest. Where is that? Himmelsdorf. We don't even know where that town is. It could be near Tettlingen. It could be if you take the road west. That could be where it leads. Hard to say, but I do not believe that would be in our best interest right now. So we're not going to do this, but what should we do? Should we hunt the beast, or should we go beat down the slave uprising? My feeling is that it makes some sense for us to go hunt down these beasts first. Slaves are probably not as big of a threat. And depending on the type of beast, we might need to be careful. So, plus it's good for us to fight some beasts. Alright, there could be hyenas nearby. Don't forget there were those 3 hyenas. You come to a well with a hut beside it. The door is open and slanted off a broken hinge. With a sword drawn, you slowly push it open and find a pile of mush that may have once been a man. Blood drips from the ceiling, and there's a hole in the opposite side of the hut, where whatever damage all this made its leave as violent as its entrance. The beast must be close. Indeed. But what kind of beast are they? That is the question. 5 hyenas. Wonder if we can find a group of 3 hyenas, but that's probably unlikely. We will take care of these hyenas in the next part of the saga. Thank you for watching.